What's up, everyone? It is your girl Beauty 87 here, aka Grace. It's time for Why You Don't Need video. So I asked y'all, out of the do you really need video, which palette you want to see, and the palette that won was leather and lace. So we're gonna do a look with this leather and lace palette today to compare to the, what is it called, the ABH Fall Romance. I think I still have the footage in my phone, so I'll put it to roll up so you can remember what it looks like. So I'm going to go off camera now that you have seen what the palette looks like. Give my life in order and figure out what I'm going to choose from here. Because I'm feeling like I want to mainly use like the bottom row. But at the same time, since I feel like there's some green in that palette too, I want to use the green row. So I kind of want to use the green and this row at the bottom together and see what we come up with. So I know one of y'all said weirdos too, but I was thinking maybe I could just do like one look on each eye, so that way we can do the weirdos and this one. And then one person said fall magic, so I don't know. That's why I just ended up picking the leather and lace one, but I might do a reel on the weirdos one, or like I said, I might just do one eye of each. I'm trying to contemplate right now, but if you're curious what's on my eyes right now, this is the new palette from Adele Cosmetics, the Sumerian Sunset. I hear it's supposed to be like a sci-fi thing. I don't know. I don't really watch sci-fi stuff, so I don't know what's going on with the name of the palette and the color story. I just thought it was like a, you know, big sister to subculture that actually looked nicer than subculture, and I knew it was going to perform better than subculture. Not that I think the subculture formula is bad, but you know, a lot of people did. So anyway, I'm gonna go off camera, rub my eyes off, and then decide if I'm gonna do one eye with the weirdos and then one eye with leather and lace. Be right back. Okay, y'all, so these are the tones I chose out of the weirdos palette to use. So it's these two shades right here, this pink, this shade right here. So it's basically this row with this green and the pink. So let's get into it. So I'm gonna take the shade Power. That's the neutral looking shade, and start patting that. So I need to zoom in. Oh, but I did all the way. Okay, I thought I did. So just pat it on down. I like this color because I feel like it's unique to stuff that's in my collection. I mean, I seen like the grayish taupe, but I feel like it has like a lilacish like undertone to it or something. That's what makes it unique in my personal opinion. Yeah, I'm still over here just looking at myself like I don't have as many eyebrows as I'm used to and weirded out by it. Like it said that I'm doing that off to where like a lot of it goes missing, and once I'm like, what's going on? I don't recognize my face, but you know, I know she just shaped them, so that's why I was like, I'm not tripping about it, but I just, you know, I still have to adjust. So that's looking good to me. I'm going to wash a color there. So we're going to take the black on the outer V. Since it doesn't have a deep brown, you have to use the black. Grab a brush for that I had already. Oh my god. And that's called I Bind You. These blacks are actually powder. I plan on dropping in my face, y'all. And I thank goodness I don't have any more eye looks to do besides these two. If I mess up my makeup, I'd be upset because I'm testing out the new Milk makeup setting powder, and I don't want to have to drop some on my face and wipe it off and, you know, redo all my makeup. So that's why I'm like, I'm interested to see how the shades will pop on top of this. Just keep in mind, again, like we're using the black because there is no brown. It would look different if I had a deep brown. So on the other look, I'm trying to figure out what I'm putting on the outer V, because you know, I don't think that I might have to do green on both eyes. I was hoping not to do green on both eyes, but I wanted to make sure that I use like a different deepening shade, at least on one of the eyes. That's why I'm doing black on this one, because the green was, again, the only other thing that I could use that would be similar, but I didn't want to use green both times on the outer V, so that's why I'm like, we're going to use the green in the crease here, shade Snakes. And he's tapping it in. Definitely feeling this eye look. Dust it around. So now we're gonna cut the lid, cut the crease with some glitter glue. I don't know why I just said cut the lid, y'all. I feel like what this look is looking so far. I'm hoping that the lid shade does us some justice. Again, it's a multi-chrome, obviously the one in the palette from ABH isn't going to be a multi-chrome. It's just going to be a more taupey shade, but that was the shade. This is the shade I felt looked the closest to that one, just looking at the picture. So that's what we gotta go with, girl. So this is the shade named after the palette called The Weirdos. I'm just gonna take that and put it all over the lid. I actually don't really see it shifting that much, so I guess it was a good pick to pick this particular shade, because it's not really doing a whole lot of shifting. Okay, so there we go. I'm gonna add a little more black to the back as usual. I don't know, I gotta perfect my outer V situation. And then I'll put a little bit more. Well, actually, I'm gonna just dust whatever green is on the crease. I mean, out here in the crease, just to start off and see. Okay, so we're going. So this is our finished look. Pretty much, I'm going to put the purpley pink shade in the inner corner called I'm Flying. And this is your finished look. I'm gonna go off camera, put eyeliner on, a little bit more mascara. I'm using the Drama Bomb from UOMA Beauty on this eye, and then I've been using the Huda Beauty one on this eye. I just did a comparison a little while ago. Then I'm gonna come back, give y'all swatches of what I chose from the Leather and Lace palette based upon the pictures I looked at, and then we will get into that look. I'll be right back. Okay, girl? Okay. Okay, y'all, so these are the shades I picked from the, what's the palette? The Leather and Lace palette. I didn't pick any of the purples this time because they didn't really have a purple shimmer I feel like would match. Plus, I feel like I just did some like pinkyish purple stuff over here, so I was trying to stick to more of a green for the outer V. says to be truer to the colors, even though this actually does have a brown, but I don't feel like this brown is deep enough. Plus I feel like their brown is more cool tone and it's a little bit more warm. Anyway, so I use this, I'm gonna use this neutral shade in the crease. We're gonna put this green on the outer V. We're gonna put this shade in the inner corner. We're gonna put this shade on the lid. So I stuck to just the more greenish tones in here, not necessarily the deeper ones like last time. So, ooh, no, that's the wrong brush, y'all. I'll be trying to use the wrong brush, would have messed up the color tones. So throw that over with the other ones I need to take downstairs and wash. So start up. But y'all, it has been a really short week. Like I feel like work just flew by this week. It's like whenever one of my employees goes on vacation that I work with normally every day, like it feels like my week just flies by. Like I'm like, I don't know what happens. Like when she's not there, it seems like everything just goes by quickly. Whereas I feel like when I work with her, it like drags out. So I'm like, she comes back Monday. And I'm just like, okay, cool. One of my other employees, he quit. So then I'm just like, okay. So I only have like one veteran now. And everybody else is new. And they're about to go give me another new person. So I'm just like, oh Lord, okay. Okay, so this green. Okay, so it's not giving as much depth as I was hoping it would. And it's not necessarily the color I thought it was going to be either. Once I put it like on the eyes. So that's interesting, but I like the green from the Weirdos palette better than this one. I feel like that'd have been a better out of V-tone. I don't know, this one just isn't giving enough depth for my liking, but y'all know I like a deep out of V. So I was hoping I could build it up and it would like get deeper, but I feel like it's not doing that for me. So try to build up a little bit more, but I'm feeling like we're not gonna get that smoky depth I wanted from it unless we add some black. And I already did black on one side, so I'm trying not to do black on the other side. So it's just gonna have to stay like this and not be as deep as I like it, but it still is pretty deep. It's not like it's not giving any sort of depth. It's just that y'all know I like super smoky depth. So that's why I'm kind of just like, you know, she's cute, but so that is good enough. Yeah, I'm assuming. I'll just go back in with the same brush that we put in the crease. I didn't, you know, do anything. Now we're going to start with our glitter glue. To cut the crease, I need to wash this glitter glue brush. Y'all, it is so stiff because I've used like 4 or 5 times at least. So I'll put it downstairs with the brush that I have to wash that I use on my face today. And try to wash those Friday night. As you know what I do, I like leave. And then I wash my brushes Friday night and call it a day. So that's my plan. We'll see what it gives. Now we're going to get into the orange shade. That's supposed to go all over the lid because I felt like it looked similar to one of the shades in the palette, so I was like, let me just go ahead and use that. It feels weird not having like an actual crease shade, but you know, it's cool. We'll just go along with it because we kind of don't have a choice. I could have just slid the green into the crease now I think about it, but I'm like, yeah, but I got green in the other crease, so again, I'll try not to just, you know, be out here greening it up. All looking through the crease on both sides. I kind of want to use the purple, but since there are no purple mattes, it's just purple like shimmers and a whole bunch of neutral tones. I couldn't work that angle either, so I was just like, yeah, that's what's working with me. Y'all know the drill. We're gonna go back in with the green. Put that on the outer view. Now, I don't think I have a review with the Fall Magic palette, if I remember correctly, because I bought it way later than when it initially came out, because I wasn't necessarily crazy about the color story. But I've actually used it quite a few times, considering I wasn't that crazy about the color stories. I'm like, maybe it'd have benefited me to have picked it up when it came out. But I got it during, I think, like a 40% off sale she was having. I think she's having one of those right now, but it's only on lip products. So now let's go into the inner corner shade. I feel like it has like the iridescent pink going on to it, and I thought it was going to be more like taupish, if you will, but I definitely see more like pinkish going on in the inner corner. I don't know if y'all can see or not, but yeah. So these are both of the finished looks with two different palettes to show you why you don't need to buy the new Fall Magic palette, because we got some similar color storage. It's just you're not gonna get as many neutrals in it. So if you want more neutrals, then like obviously that palette will be more for you, because there's only two real fun pops of colors when it comes to the shimmers, and everything else seems like to be more neutral or like more on the smoky side. But I hope you all enjoyed this video. I hope it was helpful. Remember, you all are diamonds, and I'll catch you guys at the next one. Be blessed, girl. Bye. You can comment down below and tell me which eye you prefer. Y'all know me, so I'm all about the weirdos eye. But bye, girl.